Morning, my miracle friends. Yet another lovely day begins. And I'm just having such a blissful time recording this because I'm sitting in the bushes, as you can see, surrounded by the wisteria that keeps dropping on me. The smell is unbelievable, and I've got my black cat all curled up in a ball on one side, and then the black dog all curled up next to me. Oh, and the bees and the birds, just in bliss. Anyway, lesson 74 from A Course in Miracles. There is no will but God's. The idea for today can be regarded as the central thought towards which all other exercises are directed. God is the only will. When you have recognized this, you have recognized that your will is His. The belief that conflict is possible has gone. Peace has replaced the strange idea that you are torn by conflicting goals. As an expression of the will of God, you have no goal but His. There is great peace in today's idea, and the exercises for today are directed towards finding it. The idea itself is wholly true. Therefore, it cannot give rise to illusions. Without illusions, conflict is impossible. Let us try to recognize this today and experience the peace this recognition brings. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating these thoughts several times, slowly and with firm determination, to understand what they mean and to hold them in mind. There is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. Then spend several minutes in adding some related thoughts such as, I am at peace. Nothing can disturb me. My will is God's. My will and God's are one. God's will, God wills peace for His Son. During this introductory phase, be sure to deal quickly with any conflicts and thoughts that may cross your mind. Tell yourself immediately, there is no will but God's. These conflict thoughts are meaningless. If there is one conflict area that seems particularly difficult to resolve, single it out for special consideration. Think about it briefly but very specifically. Identify the particular person or persons and the situation or situations involved, and tell yourself, there is no will but God's. I share it with Him. My conflicts about cannot be real. After you have cleared your mind in this way, close your eyes and try to experience the peace to which your reality entitles you. Sink into it and feel it closing around you. There may be some temptation to mistake these attempts for withdrawal, but the difference is easily detected. If you are succeeding, you will feel a deep sense of joy and an increased alertness, rather than a feeling of drowsiness and enervation. Joy characterizes peace. By this experience, will you recognize that you have reached it? If you feel yourself slipping off into withdrawal, quickly repeat the idea for today and try again. Do this as often as necessary. There is definite gain in refusing to allow retreat into withdrawal, even if you do not experience the peace you seek. In the shorter periods, which should be undertaken at regular and predetermined intervals today, say to yourself, there is no will but God's. I seek His peace today. Then try to find what you're seeking. A minute or two every half an hour, with eyes closed if possible, would be well spent on this day today. Many years ago, when I first got into energy healing, my Reiki master taught me a clearing prayer I was encouraged to say before a healing session. And there were 4 lines, and I really liked the first 3 lines, but I really didn't like the last line. The first 3 lines were, I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. I breathe in light. I breathe out anger, guilt and shame. I breathe in life. I breathe out resentments. But the last line was, I breathe in God's will. I breathe out my ego. Anyway, she said it didn't matter if I couldn't say the last line, because I really didn't like the idea of God at that time. I thought he was a judgmental, unpredictable, mean psychopath that couldn't be trusted, as he could send you to heaven one minute and hell or limbo or purgatory the next. So I just thought I'd get on with my life without God in it. Anyway, my sister had been ill with cancer. Don't worry, she's still alive and thriving. And I would pop over to the UK for 3 days a month to see her. And the rest of the time, she was really well supported by amazing friends and other family members. So to thank all her amazing friends, I would invite them over to Spain for a long weekend. And they were known as the Marbella Bells. One time they were coming over and I wanted to offer them a Reiki session as I just learnt it. But just before they arrived, I developed a really sore throat and I couldn't speak. Paul was away and I had 3 young sons to look after and some crazy gorgeous Yorkshire ladies. How on earth was I going to pull it off without my voice? So that night I lit a candle and I got down on my knees and I said very slowly, I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. I breathe in light. I breathe out guilt and shame. I breathe in life. I breathe out resentments. And then I was like, okay, God, here we go. I breathe in God's will. I breathe out my ego. And suddenly, I kid you not, it was like a pinball machine. Bang, 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 bang. Lights going through my body. Bang, 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 bang. And I went to bed and I woke up and I could speak. And I ended up, by some strange miracle, channeling 14 hours non-stop of incredible energy. Barely drank nor rested. And there was epiphany after epiphany with each one of these girls. My third eye sprang open and it was absolutely incredible. And at the end of the day, it was like I was in a trance and I was just like shaking my head thinking, oh, I see. So that is what it means to breathe in God's will and not my egos. Wow, so God is not this dickhead guy I had him down as. The essence of life force. God, life force. Ineffable, beyond words. Omnipotent, all-powerful. Omniscient, all-knowing. Pure love, light, truth, without opposite. Innocent, unity consciousness. A stillness, the divine silence beneath all thought. So today's lesson, as a reminder, there is no will but God's. Beloved divine, loving light within us and all around us. The perfect day, full of joy and peace, already exists. Thank you for guiding me and everyone concerned to this. God before us, God's will before us, God's will behind us, God's will to the left of us, God's will to the right of us. God's will above us, God's will below us, God's will expressed through us, God's will emanate from us, touching everyone and everything in the form and the formless. Where would you have us go today? What would you have us do today? What would you have us say or not say today, and to whom? Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.